Okay.
Hello, welcome everybody. It's Friday. It's Mike and Audrey Show. I'm Mike.
I'm Audrey.
We did it right. Last week I was Audrey all week, and it was a tough one. I don't know how you do it.
That is a lot of responsibility. Yeah.
How was it being Mike?
Oh, it was easy.
Yeah. Welcome everybody. That means it's Friday. That means we can hang out. We can decompress from the week that we all had.
Yes, we all did have a week.
We can get ready for the 4-day weekend here in the U.S.
Woo! 4-day weekend. I mean,
hopefully it's
for me.
I guess 3 days.
Well, I mean, I worked, but I worked from home.
I guess 3 days.
You just assume that everyone has Friday off.
Well, a lot of people. No, not Friday. Saturday, Monday.
Yeah, that's still a 3-day weekend.
I know, and that's what I did.
Hello, Katie. We don't need you over here, but hello.
We're echoing? I don't know. I think that's got to be you. I think maybe you have 2 windows open. I don't know. Oh, Ruth did make it. Good.
Yeah.
Hello.
And
Katie,
Ben's here. Good.
Coming through? Yeah, we haven't called roll.
I
gotta call roll.
Never mind. What am I doing?
Let's see. We got Becky and PB and Greg and Russell and Trinity and Laura, one of our lovely mods, and Carol and Nigel and Tony Blair, no relation, and Denise. Hopefully you got that beer. Like I put that screen up just for you.
We did.
Then John and El Tejano. I don't know. And Howard and check mark right there. Good. And Russell and Ben and Iron Mike and Blue. El Tejano. I got it. I did it.
Yeah.
I did it right.
Yep.
Weird. Yeah. The audio thing has got to be on your end. I can't double. I only have one microphone. Don't I?
Pause that for me.
All right.
I hate seeing myself move.
Well,
the peripherals.
Just look over there.
The peripherals.
Nothing to look at over there. It's fine.
All kinds of things to see.
Always enjoy the attendance call. I'm glad people enjoy the attendance call. I don't know why I started doing that, but
if I have to say I'm Audrey, then he has to say everyone else is here.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. You need Katy Perry? Well, I mean, she's right here. I don't know if I can get a cat cam.
Cam.
There we go. Kind of a cat cam.
Like, why did you scratch her? You know how she is. Come on, Mike. No, Mike.
Oh.
What are you doing?
I was looking at her face. Unlike some people. My goodness. My goodness.
Sorry, everybody. It was so inappropriate. This is a family show.
Well, look, that's what happens. What happened if Audrey and Mike switched seating arrangements? The stream wouldn't work because all the computer-y stuff is on this side, and she doesn't know how to deal with my weirdo setup.
I can push some of the buttons, but I don't know if it would start.
Yeah, probably. It'd probably start eventually.
Yeah.
You know, so it was, goodness, I gotta do something about it's so bright or something. I don't know. Wait, does this need to be moved? No. Probably needs to be moved that way. I need to close the blinds.
Hold on, I'll do it. Let me do it. You're gonna get in the way. So here.
I'm gonna get in the way?
You're gonna just push everything, yeah.
Wow. Alright, good. Now I can see chat. Good.
See, wasn't that easier?
Well, I mean, I guess. And you did get to gripe at me about it, so I think that's a win for everybody.
Yeah.
For the universe, I know, right? It'd be weird if she sat over here for sure.
I do.
You wanted to show off your cool outfit as well.
No.
PB says, "Great outfit, Audrey."
Well, thank you. It's not new or anything. It's just
really?
Yeah.
I don't recognize it.
Well, that's because it was another dress that was hidden with the dress that I wore last week. They were together, hidden. It was hanging up, and it was just being pushed back.
Oh, like everything kind of closed in front of it?
Closed around it.
Yeah.
They were together, and they were both sort of blue and white like this. Like the other one, I had the polka dot blue and white last week, and so they blue and white, and it was shoved back, so I just didn't even notice.
Yeah. Well, good. The chat didn't stop. It's just being a little bit slow. I don't really know why, so... it's just kind of
YouTube for you.
Yeah, it's a YouTube thing. Finding clothes is the best. Yeah, finding clothes that I mean, as long as they fit, that's the best.
Yeah.
You find clothes, you're like, oh, I remember when I got to wear this.
Yeah.
That's less.
Well, this fits, but it's a little tight right here.
Too much abs.
It's too much. Yeah, it's too. Yep, too many abs.
That's right. You've been doing too much
workouts.
workouts.
It's not that bad, but it's. That just means it looks fitter. You know, it makes you look better, but it's not as comfortable, unfortunately.
Yeah, well,
Well, how was your week, Mike?
I think it was pretty okay. It was a pretty okay week.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I got done with grading early on, and it was midterm week for my classes, so I had leisure time. They don't turn in another set of assignments until probably Monday, which seems fine. So I have like the weekend, which is nice.
Yeah.
I just realized I haven't done any of the videos I intended to do for the pilot stuff, and I got to send those back, so it's like a little bit of stress.
Yeah, I thought that you were doing that this week.
Well, look. I did a lot of stuff this week.
Sure.
I recorded so many video.
Yeah.
This
just
week
weren't
was
the pilot one.
No, that's right.
Yeah.
Cause like, I mean, I don't know.
Okay.
I never redid my calendar over here since December because it was such a semester. I just realized I never redid that. And so I don't ever see the month at a glance right now. And so, cause I'm not, anyway, whatever. I forgot that May ended next week and I got to send those back. So we'll be doing pilot this weekend for sure. Yep. Maybe we'll play with some pilot nibs today on
stream.
That's the word. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't like these new meds I've been taking. I don't think they're nearly as good. But the national Adderall shortage has hit me, and it sucks, and my brain only half works. Life because of the way you're making plans. I mean, I guess. Do some late night Zeldaing again? I might.
Not that much.
I might.
Not on stream. Oh.
No, she said to do it.
Oh.
Yeah. So, anyway, excited about the Triangle Pin Show? Yeah, the Triangle Pin Show is not for a little while, right?
It's not next week, it's the week after.
Yeah, we got 2 weeks. Yeah, 2 weeks until the Triangle Pin Show.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's also been a little bit of a weird week because, like, my 5-year planner kind of hit me weird because, like, exactly a year ago I had COVID and it was horrible. It's like reading back over how horrible that was is like
just not
giving me a whole nother, like, oh man, that was terrible and I don't want to have that again. So that was weird. But I did a bunch of ink reviews and stuff, made a bunch of video, I edited things. It was Narwhal week on the channel.
It was.
Nobody watched them, so that's cool. It was, but those inks are there when people want to see them.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. Anybody excited about the new hotel? I don't know anything about the new hotel. It's a little bit closer for us.
Yeah. I think I don't actually know where it is. I mean, I know where the triangle is, but yeah. The other place, it used to be off Crabtree, which is good and bad. Glenwood is just a terrible road, and you'd had to like make U-turns, and at least from where we went, and that's the only problem. But
yeah, you did have to make a U-turn. That's true.
Yeah. I
wish they would just give me an address for the place.
The Dutch Pen Show is coming up on June 4th.
Yeah, that's like the same time more or less as Triangle, just a little bit. Well, let's see.
Ruth watched her videos.
Yes, you did, and you commented. I appreciate that. Thanks. That's next weekend actually. The 4th is a Sunday though. Is the Dutch Pin Show only on Sunday?
Could be.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Huh. I'm sorry, I don't have to worry about it. I've been doing a lot of yard work as well. It's another thing I've been doing is trying to do make my yard look not as bad.
Tony, that is usually my advice. Why just not do that? I mean, that is often my saying to you. I feel like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, what am I not doing?
I don't know, but I'll often tell you not to do things. I'm like, you're doing too much, just, It's
true.
Yeah.
That's true. Do the pilot stuff now. Yeah, we should do some of that. We'll do some of that for sure. Yeah, only on Sunday. Interesting. So Sunday in the U.S. is like an incredibly slow day for most pen shows. Are there any... There was a Chicago show I think the first Chicago show I went to was weirdly busy on Sunday.
Yeah, one day. That's very rare.
And I was like, oh, this must be a Chicago thing. And it's not really. Although I guess like that day is usually a little busier there than some other shows. But yeah, that's the only time I really remember that it was like Sunday was a busy day.
Somebody said that they got their Model 50. I don't know who it was, but that's awesome. It scrolled past and it's gone, so I don't even know where it is anymore. No, I don't. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even see it. But that's cool. They sold 600 tickets to the Dutch Pin Show, and they tell you. Wow.
It's Eric in the glass this week. Exquisitely beautiful.
Cool.
Yeah.
I don't know where that is. I still don't see it, but that's cool. Your pin shows are free. That's interesting.
That's nice.
That's interesting. I wonder how they pay for it. I mean, maybe it's just the vendors have to pick up more of the tab or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably true.
I mean, a lot of ours are like pretty cheap. Like, I don't know, Dallas is very inexpensive.
It depends on the show, for sure. Yeah.
Triangle is very inexpensive too. I think it's like... Yeah.
Well, Terry's shows are inexpensive.
Yeah.
And Dallas is inexpensive.
Yeah. Well, I don't know about Ohio, but...
I've never. Yeah, I don't think I've heard of they're expensive tables or anything. But
Yeah, apparently it's only like 40 minutes from us to the show. So that's that's a little quicker. It's like 20 minutes. It's pretty good. I don't know.
Yeah, I drive by the triangle. It depends on where in the triangle for me, or where it is, really, that tells me how far away it is.
It looks nice. There's trees.
Well, I, for one, am glad that there are trees.
I'm glad there are trees. Yeah, that's good. It's good that there are trees.
Yeah.
I wonder if they've gotten the vendor list put up.
Updated? Or the auction stuff.
Oh, the auction stuff I don't expect to be for a long time. Like day of or something. Whoa, goodness. And naked girls on the right under the vendor link. Yeah, they got a few more here, I think. Pilot, Independence, Narwhal, Bertram, FC. Y'all are going to the show, huh? Penworld.
Shock, I know.
Harold Khan, Federalist, Mike. Oh, good. Mike's going to come. He's always fun.
Yeah.
Ross, Deb, Nick, Tom and Hong, Jimmy, Kenro? I guess this might be.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure.
I don't know. Yeah, that's Deb Kenny.
Oh, it is. Okay.
When you grab the thing, you can. Oh, they can't see it on the stream. When I grab it on my screen, it kind of squiggles around. Kenro, Alan Cohen. Alan Cohen AE. Interesting.
That is. You know who that is?
I don't.
Crazy Alan.
Really? Huh. I've literally never known his last name.
Crazy Alan Emporium. That's the.
Oh, CAE. Well, look at you putting things together.
I know, crazy, right? Well, I also just know his name is Alan Cohen too, as well.
Gary Weimer, Rob Bader. That was hard for my brain to pick up. Martin's coming. Penrealm. Yeah, Kirk's gonna be there. Good. Yeah, that's a pretty short. There's gonna show more. Oh.
Nope. There's a few. No,
yeah,
more.
They showed more. Move. Yeah. No, it showed. There's several more. Jerry and fantasy snorkel guy. I need to get one of these fantasy snorkels. Okay. Those seem interesting. He takes old snorkel pieces and like puts them in, I don't know, swirly barrels and stuff like modern pens, or makes demonstrators and that kind of stuff. Yeah. Which is pretty cool. And they're not terribly expensive as I remember, so that's neat. But yeah. Yes. Laura Cameron's in the. Oh yeah, sorry. I don't know why I said that. I saw you. Because U.S. goes to church on Sunday. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
We shall have to order the news. Oh, the new Warringal Hamlet. I haven't seen Warringal Hamlet. Have you?
Nope.
Let's see what Hamlet looks like. I did get some inks this week, and we will take a look at those. There's Hamlet.
Looks like different color shimmers.
Yeah, it might be 2 colors of shimmer or something like that, like a dark blue.
Looks like there's blue, gold, red.
Yeah. Literature ink, King Lear. It's not very specific. Let's go here. We have a single. That does look pretty cool. That's a good amount of like different shimmers and stuff, huh? Kind of looks like some of the diamonds we got in the Inkman calendar, though. Some of the dark blues, like different bright shimmers.
That's possible, yeah.
Yeah, it could be.
But if some people didn't get that, then
of course.
It's a different version.
Of course. I said we.
Yeah.
We got it, not everybody.
Wow, you're snippy today.
I'm snippy.
Yeah.
You're the one that's correcting me. Atlas Station. Yeah, they have it in stock. Yeah. That's who we found it from. Yeah, $22. It's not the cheapest ink on the planet, but yeah, could be cool. Could be cool. Well, I don't know. Is that 30 mils? That's pretty good. That's cheaper than Sailors. Those are 20 for 20. So 22 for 30 is not bad. I'll do it. I mean, you don't want to buy all of them at that price, but pretty good. Yeah. Just got the Medea. I don't even know what that is. Medea Beliar. Is that another Warringal? It totally could be a Warringal. They always come up with a name that I don't know. B-E-L Bell in Beliar?
You put media.
I somehow did. What is it? M-E-D...
E-I-A.
Whoa, it's changing stuff as I type. U-D... E-I-A. Okay. I don't know. Can't find it.
No, you just changed it to media.
No, I didn't. It changed it. It keeps changing it. I didn't even type letters.
But you agreed to it, though.
No, I don't see it.
No.
No, I don't know what the heck that is, but it sounds cool. Potentially. So.
Might have to look at it on Instagram or something.
Yeah, it's Wearingle. I don't understand the reference. It's one of the Naver webtoon tie-in inks. Now, I don't even know what that means.
Naver is like the Google of Korea, and a webtoon is a webtoon. Yeah.
Okay. Not sure what a webtoon is, but I guess it's like a cartoon that's on the web.
Yeah,
I don't know what that is.
They're like graphic novel things.
Oh, like a comic. Like a webcomic.
Yeah.
All right.
And then sometimes they make them into movie or TV shows and things like that.
Okay. All right. Yeah. All right. Cool. Noiseville pens. This is one I don't know about. Oh, okay. No, I know that guy. I didn't know it's called Noiseville pens.
Yeah.
That's David. I know that dude. All right. Cool. Yeah, it looks like there's going to be a good crop of people at the Triangle Pen Show. I imagine there are more because he's been saying it's been sold out for a long time, and we moved to a bigger venue. So I think that they're still adding people.
I have no idea. Yeah.
Who knows? Yeah. Newton Pens had PBS taping them the other day. Oh, yeah, you sent me something about that, and I never had a chance to look at it. But yeah, that sounds cool.
Yeah.
Good,
I'm glad. Like PBS.
I don't even know if we have access to PBS. Honestly, I kind of think we don't.
Sure. I mean, we don't have a
antenna.
rabbit ears up, so I mean, I don't know. I'm sure we do, though.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Take a look at some inks I got this weekend.
Okay.
I went to the P.O. box yesterday.
I don't have anything, so I'm just here for.
You got some stuff? Got a whole bag of stuff down there.
Oh, that has nothing to do with anything people are interested here.
Wow.
They're here for the things that you get.
No.
Nah, I hardly even ever buy pens. Cattail.
Oh. It's still on taking a picture mode. Here we go. There we go. All right. Just wondering, has a subscription to a newsletter online? No, I don't have any online newsletter subscriptions. Or one of the Goulet, Franklin Christoph Andromeda pens.
Oh, those out now? I didn't know.
Those looked nice. Nice. I saw them on Goulet's site the other day. Somebody mentioned them, I think.
Yeah, I saw that they sent out pictures. Or we looked at the pictures last week, but I didn't know when they were actually putting them up.
Oh, they weren't up yet?
I don't think so. I think they were just debuting or just showing. I'm not sure.
Well, let's see. Goulet exclusive Northern Lights blue. That's kind of exciting.
Yep, it is.
That's a pretty cool looking color.
Woo!
I mean, that's the standard exclusive price these days.
I know, it is.
It's just up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice looking actually.
Scriggles, why are you prancing around here?
I don't know. She's walking in and out of my feet over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, looks good. There's a bear. Yeah, that's fun. I like that color combo. Nice. Mm-hmm. Well done, them. Yeah. New arrivals. Got to be on a new arrivals, right? Watch it not be. There it is. Found it. There it is. Oh yeah, we talked about it because it's like $20 more expensive than usual. That's right. Yeah, that's a nice looking pen though. Good colors. I like a little rainbow action there. Is it kind of oil slick looking in person?
It's like duochrome, yeah, depending on the angle, type of light, things like that.
Goulet sent it out a while ago. Yeah, I don't get a lot of those emails, and I kind of wonder if Gmail is just hiding them from me.
I get them on Wednesdays. Is that right? I think there's one day a week that I get a Goulet email. So, yeah.
Well, this is a Wearingle. This is from our friend Ruth here in the chat. This showed up in my P.O. box yesterday as a surprise, which is, I haven't even gotten to the first letter, and then I have a whole other letter I need to read. But yeah, this is Wearingle Dracula, and I check spam. I don't ever see my spam folder. I don't know. Gmail's weird. So yeah, it's and that is chock full of all kinds of nonsense. So this is Wearingle Dracula, and it's a pretty cool looking ink. It's not at all what I would have ever thought of as a Dracula ink.
No. Same.
It's real surprising to me.
And especially that, I think a swatch that I saw one time, it just was darker than I thought than this, but it's still pretty. I like it.
Yeah, it's cool looking color.
But I think I saw one picture, and who knows with lighting and that whole thing or how they put it down, it just seemed a little darker. So I saw that and I was like, oh, that's a brighter brighter reddish color, pinky red.
Let's go to this one.
See, that looks darker, but I guess not that much. Really. Well, I mean,
it does look darker. It's also like way zoomed in.
Yeah.
It might be a lighting thing too, but yeah, it definitely looks pinker in person.
Yeah.
At least kind of. I mean, in general, pinker. Could you maybe not with your tail there, old cat?
No.
I know, I absolutely will.
Yeah. It is definitely more raspberry in person than it's not quite as red.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. The writing is closer, but like some of that area is not, it's a little bit more raspberry.
You mean in person that is on the camera, or what do you mean?
In person, it's more raspberry. Okay. Yeah. And it's more reddish there.
Well, I can try balancing things so I can find a piece of...
I'm just telling people what my eye sees. What about you?
I don't know. It looks more or less... It looks pretty close. It's a little darker in person, maybe.
Oh,
hey!
Wow.
Super chatted $2.14. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Is that the graphic you were talking about?
Yes.
She was trying to like explain to me about some graphic that I have, and I'm like, I have no idea what you're talking about. And she's like, it's the one where when people give money. I'm like, oh, that's happened like one time. And it's a brand new alert, and I completely forgot about it, and it's stuck in her head. I don't know.
I mean,
yeah, this is pretty fun. It's Fun Time Simpsons Treehouse of Horror Dracula, not Hammer Dracula. What's Hammer Dracula? That sounds intense. I'm assuming MC Hammer Dracula.
There's lots of vampires and whatnot, so maybe it's just a different one that we don't know. It's a
Dracula, but he has a hammer.
Yeah.
Or just big parachute pants. A mind to rap and 2 fast feet.
Yeah. I like that reference. That's very funny.
Thanks.
Okay.
And then we have 2 here from Dustin, who I don't think we've seen in the chat yet today. Cats have their own minds. I mean, this one certainly does. But at least she's not trying to eat a paperclip or something.
She's being okay, right?
Yeah. The Hammer Films, 1960s UK, starring Christopher Plummer. Well, there you go.
I mean, I know Christopher Plummer. Oh.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh, I got it. We got it. These are from Birmingham Pinco. So there's Birmingham Pinco Sunburst, which is a very bright...
It is very bright. Very mango. Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of mango. It's more mango than that mango sorbet one that I put up this week.
Man, I go to the grocery store and I see mangoes and I want to eat them.
Yeah,
I want a mango.
Can't do it. Too bad. Can't do it.
Not fair.
No,
not
sorry.
Fair.
No, can't have it. Can't do it. Christopher Plummer as a vampire. I don't know who that is. Now I have to look it up.
I mean, I know the name, and as soon as you show me the picture, I'm like, oh.
This looks like Nick Cage from Far Away.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've never seen these. Nope. It's not the Dracula that I am familiar with. But it does have a real Nick Cage energy in this picture.
It does.
Will you?
She can't stop. Here, I can hold it if you need me to.
No, I'm just going to move it out of her tail range. She keeps knocking the other 2 off onto my lap and off on the floor and stuff.
You haven't put in a pen yet, have you?
What are you talking about?
That Sunburst.
Nope.
Okay.
You want to? I got a pen here for it.
They were just asking how it is in a pen.
No idea. We can do that here soon. And the other one is this one, which is another Birmingham Pinko. I think these came out of a recent set that they did.
I was going to say, are these available now? Because I know they have limited sets sometimes. I get those emails.
I never know with Birmingham. Oh. Gotta get a new keyboard.
David has a streetcar one coming in the next order. That's good.
I think it's the Streetcar Ink bundle is what it's in. The bundle is sold out.
Oh.
But let's see if... Oh, yeah, I looked at this actually on stream yesterday when I was swatching these because it was like $49 and it's 5 inks. But this one up here is only barely an ink. Like these 4 actually look pretty nice. This brown looks pretty good. Yeah. I like that. Actually, it reminds me a lot of the Sailor Texas one, which is this kind of like medium brown with the green sheen on it.
It was making me think of that the Diamine Gibson series, like tobacco ones or whatever.
Tobacco Sunburst and stuff.
One of those things. Just that sort of
that kind of brown.
Yellow browns, yeah.
Yep. It's also kind of like Pomona brown a little bit.
A little bit.
I think it's not quite there, but kind of yellowish.
Not as complex.
Green looks nice. It's a nice springy green.
Yep, very.
Yep.
Very blue-green.
Streetcar here is way more reddish orange than this.
Yeah, it's more brown in our swatches.
Like that is...
Yeah.
That is not really very close at all.
Which is interesting. Certain colors are always hard to photograph. Give you a purple, forget about it. But reds usually are pretty accurate on lighting, wouldn't you say?
There we go. Do it like this. Yeah, usually.
Not too bad.
Yeah, usually. For inks, I think reds are really pretty good. Sometimes reds end up looking more like orange than usual.
Yeah, that's
like
true.
It picks up the yellows or something, especially if there's any sheen. But I don't think that's really what's going on here. This is not a sheeny ink. So there's like a little tiny glint, but yeah, that's not close. So if you are looking for
red,
you're looking for red, you're gonna be sad.
Yeah.
But if you like a nice brick, it's a good brick color.
It's an interesting color, yeah.
Yeah, I like the color. I think it looks good, but it doesn't look like that. And then this is Sunburst, which I think is...
It's similar. That one has a lot more red. Like, they get a lot more shading of red. I'm not sure how they're getting, but...
It's true. Yeah, they're showing a lot of, like, shading and sheen, or shading and, like, almost sheen there or something.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on at the top.
I got no red sheen at all. This is a very matte sort of ink, for sure.
Huh. Interesting.
It's definitely a lot brighter in theirs, which might be a lighting thing, or maybe it's like maybe they put it on Tomoe River or something like that, and it's much brighter. It could be. Yeah. Your swatch for Streetcar looks somewhere between ours and BPC. Interesting. Does that ink car look cream compared to the other two on the desk? No, they're all the same. I think it's just the yellow is. Yeah, they're all the same color.
What kind of paper are you guys using to swatch? Is the other question.
Well, they're talking about the ones on the screen right now.
Oh, I thought somebody said that they had used it, and it was somewhere between.
Oh, my swatch for Streetcar. Yeah, that's right there. I was looking at Iron Mike here. It doesn't look like that was too different. So sad I didn't get a Apache Sunset. I wouldn't worry about it. Those are only okay, really. TR, yeah, I think the TR might brighten it up a little bit or something like
likely,
that. That's possible, yeah. But I mean, this is never going to be a bright red.
Yeah, that one, but the other one, yeah.
There's no way. No way.
The paper, but yeah, that one's just a lot more brown.
Yeah, way more brown. So let's see if we can get. I wonder if we can get these inks though. Oh, and then the last one is this one, which is that's not even an ink. I don't know what that is. That's too light even to be a highlighter, I think.
I mean, it could be a highlighter. Yeah.
So bright. They say something about it. Warning, railroad worm. That is impossible. You say that word, those two words.
Railroad worm is a wild and light hue that applies like a bioluminescent glow of a night critter. We recommend bright white paper and keen eye to catch the details of this unique ink.
Yeah, there you go. Good job.
My
Midwest diction is really helping you out.
Oh, well, yes. Always helping me. But all the reading from the treat streams helps.
Oh. Railroad worm is a wild and light hue that applies like a bioluminescent glow of a night critter. Yes, I gotta do that. Otherwise, it's railroad worm is wild. I'm like, what happened to my mouth? Yeah, that's not really much. But the other four are nice, so I think that kind of makes up for it. I'm just not. I think just leave that one out. I think. So let's see if these are available at all on their thing. Copy. Paste. Yeah, you can buy it. Yeah, so you can get it individually. That's good. Well, then we can just try them out. Why disappointed? Had a sample and like it much. It's a weird ink, and that brand is notoriously inconsistent between batches and bottles and stuff. Like, it's it's sometimes like for some people it never dries. Like it's I wouldn't. I just wouldn't put my money in it at the moment. So this is the last one, which is Missouri Crawdad.
That's right. I didn't see that one either. I forgot you said you got that. You got lots of inks in the old P.O. box.
I know. It was a nice surprise. I knew I was going to have two because Dustin was like, hey, I sent you a thing and it got delivered. The post office never told me that I had anything in my box, and I signed up for that thing where they emailed
me. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh, weird.
I got the email today, though, so maybe it just hadn't started yet? I don't know. But yeah, this is the St. Louis Pin Show 2023 ink that they are doing. They always have, or at least have for the last 4 or 5 years.
Yeah, how many years has it been? It's been years.
We got this one. We've got a purple. There's a green. There was a
Purple?
red.
Oh.
There was at least 4 years I can think of.
Yeah.
There might have been another one, but that's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
It took forever to dry. Yeah, it takes forever. It's not good. It's not a good ink. But this one is KWZ, and these are quite good. I like them a lot. There haven't been that many. I mean, there haven't been that many. They started doing it with the first one, I think, which is 3 or 4 years ago. Must have been 4, right?
Did the first year have one? I mean, I was there, but I just don't remember. Because I don't remember picking up a bottle for you or anything, but maybe they gave you a sample. I don't remember.
Yeah. They send me a sample. I haven't gotten bottles. It's hard for you to get bottles home sometimes, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
Well, let's look at my collection on the old FPC. If y'all are not familiar with FPC, the Fountain Pen Companion, this is a great thing. Let's see, what am I looking for? Meat. 19. Yeah, so 4, not including this one.
Yep.
Because I haven't gotten this one yet. Yep. So
yeah,
maybe
there's a purple, yeah.
Yeah. Because I only remember because Becky was telling me like she needs to ink hers up again. Yeah, butterscotch. Then the purple. This butterscotch. Whoa, I don't remember. That's not what butterscotch looked like. That's
I was like to say that's an interesting name for that color of teal.
It really would be, wouldn't it? And then Forest Park Green and Missouri Norton. Yeah, that's more like it. Got it on there twice. We'll go to mine. Yeah, it's much more of a reddish, orangish color. Kind of bricky, some shading. Pretty nice.
Look, Mike has a blog.
I have a blog, and sometimes I post things to it. I have been trying to be better about posting stuff to it. So, but yeah, this is Missouri Crawdad, which is the official invertebrate of Missouri.
Nice. You mean Missouri?
Well, I meant Missouri, but it is the Missouri Crawdad.
Yeah.
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 Because I'm not from Missouri, so it seems weird for me to say it that way. I don't know.
Mizu.
Mizu. Is that what they say?
Yeah.
Let's see. Gold Spot seems to have the Hamlet ink. Yeah, there are a few of them that have Hamlet, including Gold Spot had it. I think Pen Chalet had it. Wait, no, we looked at Atlas. I didn't see Pen Chalet. Maybe
I thought it was the first one you looked at. Maybe not.
Maybe
not.
Yeah, this one's Missouri Crawdad. This looks real nice. I haven't gotten a pen yet, but I will soon.
What color would you say that is?
This is a tough one
I know. That's what I was sitting there thinking. I'm like,
it's a reddish orange for sure.
It's like a sunsetty color.
Yeah.
It's that you can say, oh, it's a sunsetty, but it's not pink. And then you sort of have the idea in your head of what that might be. It's sort of like that.
Yeah, I'm trying to decide if it looks the same on screen as it does in my hand. I think it kind of does.
It's interesting. It's one of those really saturated ones that doesn't have a lot of depth. It's just a nice.
It's pretty
nice
well.
Color.
You got some shading down here. There's
like
an interesting little shine here. It's not. It might be sheen, but if it's sheen, it's the same color as the ink. But yeah, just a little bit of shading. I don't know. Is there shading in the writing? Not really. Looks pretty chill.
KWZ is one that you don't have enough inks of those. I feel like you don't have that many.
It's not coral. It's not pink enough to be coral.
No, it's not. No, not that much.
No, but it's pretty good. David has a recipe for mixing that one with standard. Oh yeah, that's right. Some I think they gave out the recipe, right? Oh. Yeah, I need to get that one because I don't have it. Anyone know why KWZ inks smell like vanilla? Yeah, they smell like vanilla because that's the smell of the biocide.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the smell of not having gooey ink. Just like Sailor. And if you have to, that's my one knock against Sailor inks, is that the smell is pretty intense. And not pleasant like the one that's in KWZ. I have a friend who hates the smell of their inks because it reminds him of his prom date from high school.
Wow.
Who used to, I guess, wear a perfume that smelled like that. And ever since then, he can't stand the smell of vanilla.
Oh.
Yeah.
Huh.
But I actually really like it. I think it smells delicious, which is better than the Sailor one, which is pretty intense.
Working with lots of bios and chemicals of all kinds.
Yeah.
I've smelled lots of pungent chemicals and molds and
just Avalon.
Yeah, just smells
The smell of just
things
auger
that,
and
the smell of LB in the morning that's been spent and you've autoclaved it. It's a very specific smell. You've smelled it before, of course.
Oh yeah.
Autoclaved LB with
I kind of like it.
with dead E. coli in it.
Yeah, it's fine. So this is again an interesting color palette that I've got going on here.
No vanilla thing's gonna bother me.
Yeah.
Is what I'm getting at.
Formaldehyde. Remember the cat lab?
So I love cats, but I also had to teach anatomy where I've dissected many cats. Like
so many
lots
cats.
of just bags of formaldehyde cats, and I can still in my brain think of what the smell is, and I don't really mind these, even if they are a little bit pungent.
Yeah, so which one of these should I put in a pen? I stole this pen out of your thing the other day. I know, because we were talking about, we were looking at Pilot Nibs on Twitch the other day.
Yeah.
And somebody was talking about the C nib and the zoom nib and stuff like that. And so I went rifled through your stuff until I could find your zoom. So I have this zoom nib. Which of these inks should we put in this zoom nib?
I think that the people get to decide.
Yeah. Perfect summer palette.
They really are.
Yeah, I've been really going for that kind of vibe. It turns out with
that's a sunset right there. Add it all together.
It is kind of, huh?
Yeah. Different organized a different way, but yeah. I was just stretching and a little dog snoot went into my hand. Oh, dog snoot. Yeah.
And then these are kind of like
the cat pick.
These are kind of sunsetty as well.
You should see what she points to. Here, I'll do that with Katie and see what she picks.
I don't know if you should give a cat that kind of power. That sounds dangerous.
I'm gonna mix them up.
Oh man.
And then let's see what she picks. Okay.
No, I can't get her on stream
Which
here.
one? She picked that one.
Oh, I guess we're doing Sunburst. We're going Sunburst.
I had one that was right in our face and she moved it.
She went right for it.
Yeah.
Went right for it. I'm surprised she didn't go for this one. It doesn't smell like vanilla. Well, I'm imagining it. There's no way it smells like vanilla anymore.
Yeah.
So let's put it in here. Inks for perfect summer palette. Little citrusy summer fruits, streetcar. Yep. What do I do with it? Here it is. Sunburst it is.
The Dracula would go nice with like the purple.
Yeah, I'm always a little bit dubious about putting shimmers in sailor pens.
Yeah,
I haven't had the best luck with those. I need a converter.
Better luck than Pilot though.
Yeah. Yeah.
Didn't say that.
For me, Pilot inks don't work well with shimmer. Although a lot of people say that they use them with shimmer all the time, but
yeah, that's what I hear.
I just can't make it work. I don't know why. They always clog up.
Our collection of sailor converters.
Some sailor converters. Not nearly as many as I have standard internationals, of course, but those go in different things. Yeah, these are all the same.
Yeah.
We'll grab that one. Hated dissection in biology class. After a couple of days, you told the teacher that's it, I'm out. Can't take the smell anymore. Well, Audrey would come home smelling like that. It was great.
No, I wouldn't.
A little bit sometimes.
You just didn't tell me.
It's not that big a deal. Also, I helped you take the cats out of the barrel a couple of times.
Yeah, like it was one of those huge industrial trash can ones, and I mean at the bottom when they get stuck in the bottom, you'd have to like really just get in there. It was a time.
It was. Certainly was.
I was glad that's not something I had to do when I was getting my PhD, just my not undergrad, but my master's. I had to do that.
Yep. Yep. I brought a Sailor Pro gear today, a blue quasar. That sounds like fun. Oh, is that the one we're just looking at? Is that the one we're just looking at from Goulet? Was the blue quasar?
I don't know what they named it.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Well, that sounds cool.
But no, we did not have any human cadavers, which I think would be more interesting. But
Let's have bigger barrels for that.
Yeah, I think you would.
I assume. Don't put me on a list.
Look, you have to have a good sense of humor when you're doing dissections of things, you know?
Yeah.
That's how you get through things.
All right, Birmingham Pinco Sunburst. Let's see. We'll just do this.
Bam.
How
Cattail.
about it for your local store in the UK? Well, we'll look at it here in just a sec. My cattail.
Move that cattail.
Move that cattail. She's ready to strike over here. She's like,
she's right up here. She's really trying.
I'm gonna put it I'm gonna hold it down.
Okay.
There we go. I do this sometimes when one of them decides they have to be on my desk. If they won't quit whipping their tail, I just hold their tail.
She's just sitting here purring.
She doesn't. Oh, no. She took it away. No, I keep it. I keep this now. This is mine now. I keep it. All right. What was I doing here? This is a
Zoom
Sailor Pro Gear Slim Zoom. One of the fun things you can do with a zoom is you can alter your writing angle and get like very skinny lines in addition to big fat ones, like a paintbrush. It actually feels pretty nice now. I remember liking the zoom less than I did just scribbling that.
Really?
So yeah, no, this looks good. It's a very readable yellow, I think. Definitely yellowy for sure. That's not a surprise, but feels nice.
Oh, I'm sorry, Ben.
Oh, Ben, sorry to hear about that. Goodness.
Sorry.
Hope you're doing okay.
Yeah.
Goodness. We got a... What? Yeah, go to the site. It's cool. It's cool. You can follow it. Ooh, that does look nice. It does look nice. Hence Katy Perry. Yeah, she does purr a lot.
She does.
Who got the... There's something Northern Lights. Oh, Andromeda. That's right. Hey, super chatted $5. Thank you very much, Rich Sticks. Also, hey, Rich. How's it going? How's it going?
Thank you. Well, Scraggles, I hope she can get some crust on our frozen pizza. I don't even remember what crust there is on this pizza. So
yeah, who knows? These are new ones.
Yeah. Well, thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thanks for watching.
Your grandfather donated his body to the local medical school. Your grandmother made it clear she'd also like the same for her body. Yeah, cool. We're going body farm. So,
yeah, people are weirded out by that, but
whatever. It's but yeah, that really sucks there, Ben. Sorry about that. I hope your health is doing okay-ish. You've had all kinds of challenges all around, so hopefully things chill out for you. Oh, yeah, this is good. I'd say this is a nice one.
Yep, nice readable. Yep.
Yeah, very readable. Feels nice so far from the few words that I've written with it.
Yeah.
Dig. Yeah. So good. I'll put all these in pens eventually. Well, KWZ is gonna probably have to be first because I actually got to do a thing for that one.
Yeah.
But like I've been doing a lot of ink videos, and that means I can get some inks out of some pens. Maybe.
That's true. Yeah.
Body Farm's a solid option. I agree. I think it's a good option. Gotta leave this out, or I'll forget to put it in my ink journal.
Oh, that's true.
So, wait. Today, something from the hospital. A bicycle crashed you. Wait, were you on a bicycle or did a bicycle hit you? You had to go to the hospital? Goodness.
Oh.
Hope you're all right. Price of funerals donating ones remains science the only affordable way to die, right? I told Audrey to throw me in the back of the truck and take me down to the old body farm. Just like dump me at the front door. I'll be fine.
Yeah. But no, I'm one of those people that I'd rather have. I'm not using the bot. I don't think anything is happening to my body after I die, and I'd rather
I'm kind of done with it.
Be something. Something knowledge can be done with my leftovers. Take any parts you want, and then just leave me someplace. That's fine.
Videos of people swabbing ink with cat purr noises would be nice, relaxing YouTube content. Look, if you come to the Twitch stream, sometimes that's what happens.
Come on.
No, she hates that noise. I need to grease my microphone. We're gonna put the microphone by where she was putting her face. Maybe it'll work. Did y'all hear any of that? Maybe so. There we go. I don't know what Comito spinalis and 3 broken ribs is, but my goodness, 3 broken ribs sounds very bad.
That's bad.
Yikes.
That hurts. Everything you move, you feel that.
Dude, okay, she's only 52 and went in her sleep. Wow, 52?
Wow, that's so
Goodness. Going on holiday soon? Well, that's good.
Well,
to New York. Well, that's a place. Yeah. But you feel good? Wow, they must have given you some good drugs there. At the old hospital there.
Yeah.
Gate. Yeah, well, enjoy your vacation. I hope that you have a good time, all things considered. But yikes. Hey, how's it going? Is this what you've been hoping for this whole time?
I think this is what she's been wanting. She seems pretty happy out there.
250-pound man at 16. So me. Fell on you. Yikes.
Oh, wow.
Well, I hope,
Jeez.
yeah, you just have to start wearing a helmet, I guess.
Oh.
You know, that's the way to go. This is that pen, that blue quasar.
Wow.
Looks good. Looks good.
It is pretty.
Yeah. There's a little bit of sparkle in the
A
cap
little
there.
bit, not
Just a little bit. Barrel's a nice chill blue.
Yeah, like a cerulean.
Okay.
Is that what we went the whole cerulean thing, but I think it's not.
I don't know.
Quite.
Like I feel like the
That.
cap might be more cerulean.
Yeah.
And this is
then
more
that's
like
what, sky blue.
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna go sky blue on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, looks nice. Looks nice. Looks nice.
I mean, yes, going in your sleep is if you're gonna have to. You know.
I don't know. Maybe he doesn't want to hear about it on the internet. We should stop talking about it. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, that's...
I don't know how into that he is. Other stuff to talk about? I don't know. Oh, we're gonna play with Nibs a little bit. Hey, you want to play with some Pilot Nibs? I mean, you got a nice handwriting, and you haven't really messed with any of these yet.
I've not messed with them at all.
All right.
I have my one thing as well.
What thing is that? Oh yeah, we can totally talk nail polish.
It just came in. My PR package just came yesterday.
Katy Perry, I'm afraid I need to get you to,
Move.
Scooch. Oh
goodness.
Oh.
I swear, sometimes she feels heavier than Scraggles.
She might be.
Yeah.
She might be. Well, the chat did kind of pause there. Weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, it came back, but it definitely paused.
Because usually have it up on the other side, and I see it first there, and I'm like, I guess people still want to chat. I mean, it's fine, but.
Yeah, I don't know. I just kind of. We go. There it is.
Yep.
Whoa! What are you doing there? You okay?
There it goes.
All right.
Now we have
Weird.
Scraggle saying hello to everybody.
Don't forget to like and subscribe so I hit 10K. Yeah, 100K. Oh, wait. Is it 10K you shave your head? Is that what?
No, it's 100,000.
Oh, 100,000 Audrey shaves her head. So
I didn't decide by a million, but, because I was like, it doesn't really matter. We can say whatever it is because it's not going to happen.
Wow.
I love you, but.
Wow.
Look, the people can decide what they want at a million then.
What's your favorite all-time Sailor combo they released?
Oh,
I mean, for me, it's probably going to be that one. Because it's the one that got me to buy a King of Pen. But also
some of my most special ones are not necessarily the color combos, but things that have fun colors, but it's having special things on the nibs. So it's the combo together. Yeah, we still have one of those to sell. Hit us up if anyone like this one. Yeah, because the colors are interesting and it's not very common to see this sort of grayish, smoky color. And also the nib is awesome and doesn't look like any of the other ones.
Yeah, this is the Sailor Gunkanjima. There's the island right there. You got like an island and an ocean. You got like a little, I don't know, sunset there. Yeah. Actually, the way the light glinted off that, it looked like kind of a moon up there at the breather hole. But yeah, this is the Gunkanjima.
We inadvertently got two of them.
Yeah. 2 for the price of 2. Such a deal.
Yeah.
And it only took a year for the second one to get here. And
that's
be a
why
surprise.
I was like, I have no idea what's coming from Japan. What is this?
Yeah. So we actually have one of these new in box that I keep meaning to sell, and I just haven't done it yet. So,
but it's super fun.
We'll
so things like that, and then, I mean, I really like my snail.
Oh, the sea
slug. Excuse me. I like that one because they're fun colors, but I love just seeing the sea slug on the nib as well, and also the Rodden ones because I can't really get a full Rodden pen, so seeing it on the ends are special. So yeah.
Does anyone know how easy it is to swap out Sailor Pro Gear nibs in the same pen, different color? It's not bad, but you do have to pull the nib out.
Yeah, you have to pull it.
Do I have one handy? Well, it's actually the same as this. They're all just friction fit. So you just kind of I hook this in my little joint right there. I put my thumb on the bottom. And you just kind of pull gently. I like to put my fingers against my fingers and push my fingers apart.
Yep.
But just like gently, slowly, constant pressure will just kind of break it loose, and you can just swap them. And since you're doing the same
and they're not
pens,
keyed.
Yeah.
Are they keyed?
Yeah, they actually. Well, the nibs are keyed on the feed.
Yeah.
So there's that little thing.
Yeah.
And then Some of I don't think the Pro Gears are either,
Yeah.
but these are circular all the way around,
Yeah.
which means you don't have to be careful about which
Yeah.
way you put the nib in. So, yeah, the jellyfish sailors are boring. I mean, the orange one looks nice, and they're not that expensive, really, I guess, but
Yeah.
they're just kind of they don't really have any pizzazz to them.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're pretty easy. It's not too bad.
The striped 4B was pretty. Yeah.
Oh, that is gorgeous.
It
all there are only two. There were two
There was
or
the
three
ink,
different
too.
colors. There was 4B, and then there was also a green one that was the same
Really?
striation,
Oh,
like
I
the
don't
stacked
remember that.
thing. I want to see if there was a red one too. I don't
Yeah.
remember the names of those.
But man, I forgotten about those. Those I don't have one, but that is very pretty.
I can feel the feedback on this paper for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's pretty nice.
Yeah.
Pretty nice.
What paper is that?
This is from Write Notepads. Write Notepads. I smeared it because I touched it.
Oh.
Yeah, Write Notepads makes just like a notepad actually, and it's really good. They come in like a 2-pack. I like them a lot.
Yeah.
All right, what do you want to play? What do you want? Which ones do you want to play with?
I mean, whatever the people want to see.
What do people want to see? What do you want to see for Nibs, y'all? Don't mind the demonstrators. Yeah, I like those too. You're welcome, Blue. Be careful with. Yeah, I mean, it'll be okay, but it's not difficult. So.
Yeah. No.
Yeah. Well,
what do you want me to write?
I don't know. Whatever you like.
Well, that's not fun. I like to be told what to do.
All right, so we need two things. You want to see the Waverly? All right.
I mean, I can go through the whole extra. What's their version of UEF?
Posting.
Posting. Thank you. I couldn't remember the name of it, but
You do those two. I think it's this one because it's the only one that doesn't have a sticker.
oh really?
Yeah. So these are those two pens. The Posting has the weird little downturn.
Yeah.
Right there. And then the Waverly turns the other direction.
A little flick.
Just a little bit of a flick upwards. It's not a full-on fude or anything.
No.
And it doesn't write like a fude. It writes like a medium, essentially. But the Posting nib is made to write on all kinds of terrible paper. You just need a thing to write. What should she write? Write the lyrics to your favorite BTS song, Audrey.
So you want me to have one of their 3 English songs that I could write?
Or, I don't know, some English, like, I don't know, whatever.
Well, I'm
Curious
just saying,
and
I don't know how to do the characters, so that's not going to happen.
All right. Coworker reviews love to tell you all kinds of K-pop lyrics. Some of them are out there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
definitely.
there's some weird ones. Yeah.
It actually does have a sticker on it. I thought you
No,
said.
the Waverly doesn't.
Oh, the Waverly doesn't.
Yeah. The Waverly doesn't have the flag on the clip, and it also doesn't have the sticker. I don't know why, but it doesn't. You're going to need to move it up here so people can actually see it. Yeah. Yeah, that's the Posting nib. And the Posting nib is meant to be very fine. It's kind of their version of an UEF, although I don't think it's as ultra extra fine as the Platinum, but it is pretty darn fine. It's made to write on all kinds of bad stuff. The rumor that I hear on the interwebs is that they developed it for writing on like really cheap bad postcards.
Oh.
Because at one point in Japan, the postcard postage rate was so much lower than the letter rate that it was worth it to just send postcards. Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. So pretty nice. Posting was developed to handle crap paper. Yeah. Real bad paper, like bad postcards or real rough paper or, stuff like that. And so I'm actually going to try to find some weird papers to try to write on that, like cockled papers that have like texture to them.
Yeah.
I've even got some of that. What's that paper that's like handmade out of bushes or something? It's not Leica. It starts with an L though, I want to say. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
I gotta find it. It's in my box of paper stuff. But
which one's next?
People want to do Waverly.
I was gonna do fine. I was gonna go in order to make.
It kind of says extra fine, fine, medium, medium.
Oh, so they're
actually in
okay.
order.
Okay, good.
Yeah. Yeah. So the Waverly reminds you of some old Schaefer's. Yeah, so it's not like that at all, actually. So I'll talk about Waverly's while she's doing some writing. So the Waverly turns up, and so that might make you think of old Schaefer's like Triumph nibs and things like that, or maybe even the Monarch nib from Schoen. But They're actually not for Lokta. That's it. Lokta. It's very close. Lokta paper.
Yeah. This is so close. I mean.
Yeah, it's really close. Yeah.
I mean, I don't press hard at all, but maybe if you do, then.
These nibs don't really have much give to them. It also may be that one just hasn't been dipped in a while. All of these are dipped.
All of it's,
so
yeah.
I'll set that there for you to dip into.
Yeah, I haven't had one to...
You can just put them back where they go, and that'll be better. So the Schaefer was cheap beer. It's the water. Yeah, Schaefer, or is it Olympia that's the water? I forgot. But anyway, so this one... Goodness, sorry. The Waverly is upturned like this so that it is very forgiving with different writing angles. So some people, especially left-handers, from what I was hearing from some lefties, will like have a tendency to rotate as they write. So as you're writing sentences, you'll kind of rotate your nib like this. And I used to do that, and I don't do it anymore.
You know, as much.
I have corrected that, but it does take like you got to think about it to correct it. And the Waverly, the way that upturn is, and the way it's smooth across the whole thing, means that you're writing with like a smooth spot no matter how you rotate that thing. The Schaefers were done that way so that you could just lean on them and go through carbon copies and things like that. So they'd have them like chained to the desk at banks and stuff like that. So those Triumph nibs are real tough, but they're gold. And so they like should be soft, some folks think, but they made them like, tough and reinforced at the tip so you can press on them more. This one's not for leaning on, and it's not for giving you Fude-like characteristics. So the Fude is a very extreme upturn like this, and that'll give you kind of like brush stroke sort of looking writing if you want it to. This one just looks like a medium all the time, but it always writes smoothly. No matter what weird angle you're coming at it from, it's pretty great. Tough as a $3 steak, yeah. There you go. So that's kind of the history behind those as far as I know it, and the differences. So like, don't get away really expecting it to give your writing like some interesting character. It's going to look more or less the same. In fact, you might want to use the Waverly next, just to like put it next to the medium there.
Okay. Also, as you've said before, ignore the fine medium, but going from fine to medium is a huge jump.
Yeah, it's a big jump.
And I mean, compared to like extra fine and fine, which is hardly any difference, at least to my pressure. And
I mean, really looking from posting up to fine, there's not a huge amount of difference.
Yeah.
I think maybe I use a little more pressure than you do on the fine, or I don't know. But usually the fine looks a little bit bigger than me, or bigger to me, but maybe I'm imagining it.
It's hard, yeah.
It also really depends on the paper.
I'm like leaning weirdly as well. It's fine, but to stay in frame.
Oh, yeah. One odd to demo a SIG. All right.
People don't know what SIGs are. I've come to find out.
Yeah, I need to do a video on the SIGs. That's another thing that's on my list of things to do. So you notice the Pilot Waverly just kind of really looks like the medium there. Not a huge amount of difference. Pretty much the same line weight, but no matter which way you hold it, unlike a medium, the Waverly is going to be a bit more forgiving even than a regular ball-tipped nib.
Yeah, I mean, it is. As I feeling it, I'm like the medium is totally fine. Yeah, and I mean, there's nothing wrong with it at all.
The Waverly is like glassy.
The Waverly is just like, ooh, that's really nice.
So I think you ought to look at this under your microscope sometime. Mm-hmm. I don't know if you have or not, but like, the thing about these is that if you look at how it's ground, let's see if I can get close enough for it to be in focus. Look at how it's ground there. It's not like it's kind of it's almost flat-ish across underneath that nib bit. It's not ball side. Mm-hmm, yeah. So like when you have a ball there and you have a slit going up the middle, really the ink's coming out of that slit and getting spread around by the ball. But this one, like, it's kind of flat.
It's flatter.
So it's like a small but extremely curved.
Just curved edge, flat and curve. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's really what it feels like.
Yeah, it's weird, right? Yeah. But that means that it's also extremely smooth.
Yeah.
So you rotate outwards as a righty. Appreciate a reverse oblique. Well, that would be a left foot, a right foot oblique is what they call that. So why is Waverly like monarch? It's not. It just happens that the way that Ian decided to shape the tipping on or the end of the monarch, just it ends up looking kind of like that, but they're entirely different. Although the monarch like is very smooth all the way around. Like I guess it has the same kind of characteristic. I guess in a way the Monarch's closer to a Waverly than it is the Triumph.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. But that's just kind of how it ended up looking. Part of it's because for the Monarch, he didn't have to put a ball on the end. And so he's not reshaping a ball. He's reshaping a whole like chunk of titanium. So it's a whole different thing. But yeah, the Monarch is really forgiving. It's MONOC. Yeah, look at that coarse nib. That thing is a beast. If you think the broad, there's a double broad in there too. We skipped double broad. Yeah, we skipped. It's fine.
Wrong order.
Well,
sorry.
Yeah, it happens. When you see the double broad, you're like, oh, that's smaller than the course, and it's way smaller than the course.
Well, now it's gonna visually look terrible. Oh no!
Start over. Yeah. See all things people are missing out on not writing with fountain pens. Yeah, I know, right? I know. Spell correct? Yeah, it's no big deal. It's just it's a weird word, so it's actually not even exactly a word. It's an abbreviation. But there you go. Yeah, double broad, smaller than the course.
Yeah.
And if you look at the tipping, actually, let me grab that before you put it back together.
Oh, yeah.
You look at the tipping on these two. They are quite different. So the bottom, this one right here, that's the course. And this, did I get it backwards? No, I got it right. Good. That's the double broad. It's got a lot more tipping on there. Big and fat, round. Actually, looking at it yesterday, I was looking at it very close like this, and it looks to me like the tines are actually shaped different on the course. I don't know if that's in my head, but it looks like they're thicker towards the end than the double broad is.
I'll have to look on a microscope.
Yeah. I mean, just like in my hand, this one looks thicker. Like near the tipping, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like where the tines are coming together.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't have my my calipers aren't working, so I can't caliper it. But
oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I gotta get batteries.
And this is just stub.
Yeah, the SU is the stub nib, which is not really a stub.
No.
It's actually an italic, I think, or it's so close to being italic that I don't know. You can feel it. I can hear it writing actually. See what you mean with the time? Yeah, maybe. Have a platinum C? I've never gotten a platinum C, but I got to get one of these eventually. Yeah, does it feel italic to you, or is that just me?
Yeah, I mean, I would have to look at it to see what's going on, but it felt more...
Like, it's not a hard, like, it's not a formal italic exactly, but it doesn't feel like a stub usually. Like, stubs are usually more rounded off on the corners.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Triangular? No, it's not. Pineider. Sorry, I didn't read that. Pineider's releasing a triangular shaped nib. Interesting. I haven't seen that.
This is music? MS?
Is that MS? Yeah. How close is the broad to a Yovo broad? I an 823 and can't decide between another medium or go for the broad. I think the broad is pretty close to a Yovo broad. Pretty close. Gonna get your platinum C ground into something fun? Yeah, do it.
Oh, a lot of people do that.
Just a fist-sized tipping on that thing, I think.
You can connect it to whatever you want.
Yep. Interesting.
This is just one that's, the one slit.
No, that's two.
Is it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, there it is, yeah.
Yeah.
For lighting was...
Let's see, actually, I'm going to show them up close. So this is the medium nib, or medium. This is the music nib. It's not my favorite music nib out there. It's a little bit on the sharp side for me.
It is a little bit sharper, than some of them.
But you can see the music nib has 3 tines. It has 2 nib slits there. You can kind of see in the light, I think. Yeah.
It's hard to see, with the lighting.
Yeah, actually on the bottom it's way easier to see.
Yeah.
You can see the bottom of the nib there. And the thing about the music nib is not just that it has 2 slits, like the Sailor one doesn't, and a lot of that sort of thing. The thing that really, I think, makes it a music nib is the way that it's ground across the front of the nib. So you can see it's real flat there, and that's so that you can write perpendicular to the paper in case you're writing on a music stand or something like that. The extra slits are supposed to give it extra flow or something like that. I don't know if they do, but maybe. I don't know if they do on this one. I think on the Platinum they certainly do. Like the Platinum music nib is real wet. Mm-hmm. But you should be able to write all the way across the tipping, so you can write sort of like,
and also be able to do the staff and
I was trying to do that.
Notes and,
I was trying to do that on Twitch yesterday, and I can't really do it with the Pilot one nearly as well as I can with the Platinum.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
it's also possible that I'm just partial to the platinum because I've been using it for years and years, and I just kind of really like the way it feels. But the Pilot one is very good. Oh, this is the Falcon. Yeah, you can put a little pressure on this one. This is the closest thing to a modern flex nib that I know of. Oh, ran out of ink.
I did. Yeah, I didn't dip very much.
Yeah, you see how it's got those little points down at the bottom where you unflexed it. There you go. Yeah, look at those. Look at those little sweepy deals. Yeah. This is a pretty nice nib. I was actually surprised by how much I like the Falcon. I'd always avoided it because I figured it would be too soft and I wouldn't be able to write with it,
I mean, it is.
Normally.
I mean, it will, but it's not unusable.
Yeah.
You know?
I've used some that are so soft that just writing with them, if you go across, it spreads the tines out.
They've just been worn in with a person's hand a little bit.
I don't know. I mean other nibs, not the Falcon.
Oh, okay.
Other flexy stuff like that.
Yeah.
How much pressure are you using to do that the Falcon? Not a whole lot. It's not like an old wet noodle nib or something.
No.
But it doesn't take a ton of force.
It's nice. It tells you. You know what I mean? It's some pressure. Yeah, it's not completely just immediately. It's not like you touch
the paper and it just falls apart or anything.
No.
And it does seem like it snaps together way better than some some other nibs I've seen. I've seen some two slit music nibs and that sort of thing that'll be flexy. But every time you the Noodlers one, the Neponset or whatever it was called, every time you'd flex them, they'd come back together in some wonky configuration. And
they would cross too much. Oh, yeah.
This one always seems snap back where it's supposed to be, and as you can see from little points, it snaps back pretty quick.
Yeah.
And so it feels really nice, but you do have to put a little bit of pressure.
Yeah.
But nothing like you would with a steel nib, like the Leonardos.
And even the FC ones
Yeah.
that are you have to press and you're going to feel that, which I understand is not for everyone, but this one's definitely
like the Yovo,
in between. It's not a wet noodle from a vintage one, but it's not any of the steel modern flex ones or anything either.
Or even the gold modern flex ones. I think it's softer than the Yovo ones.
I think so too. Yeah. Agreed.
I think it's softer than the Aurora flex from what I remember. The Aurora flex you have to lean on as well, and those are more kind of soft than they are flexy. And I think the FA is legitimately flexy. Oh, it's not a Falcon. I wasn't looking at what you were writing. It's an FA.
Oh.
So.
Oh, it's on the Falcon.
No.
Oh.
So this is what I wanted to... I'm glad I looked. So the Falcon is a model of pen that Pilot makes with a very different nib that feels way different. So this is the FA nib that comes on the 912 and a few others. But the Falcon and the FA are weirdly different. So, yeah. I think that's a thing a lot of... I'm going to just go ahead and cross it off.
I was going to cross it off with...
Do it, yeah. Yeah. The Tasha music nib is very similar to Pilot. I haven't used that one. Yeah, okay, that'll work. Yeah. Ironic because the Tasha music nib is made by Sailor. Yeah, totally. I haven't... the only Tasha music nibs I've seen are the steel ones. Let's see. See some images here. These are all single slit ones that I'm seeing here. Not seeing any 3-time ones from Tasha. If you've got one, send me a link or something, but they all look like this, which is a standard Sailor looking one. The one I have is like this. It's one of the steel ones.
Shoot.
So
I messed up.
Uh-oh.
I didn't even know this one existed.
Never knew the difference. Yeah, I know a lot of people don't know the Falcon FA thing. Audrey didn't know it either. But there you go.
I didn't know.
Soft, fine, medium. Oh, it's the FM. Yeah, the SFM. They threw an extra initial in there.
Again, I didn't know there was that version. I mean,
yeah, just to mess with you.
Yeah.
Steel Sailor. Yeah. They're single. They're single slit, and they feel like the Sailor ones. Yeah. Right. What's the difference between a cursive italic and a sig? Kind of a big difference. Audrey, what's the difference between a cursive italic and a sig?
The shape.
Yeah.
And just completely ground differently.
Yeah, it's a whole different critter,
A
actually.
little bit of, it depends on your angle. So italics, of course, it will depend on the angle. If you rotate too much, it's going to feel sharp. But basically,
so this is the double broad sig, which is the most drastic of the sigs because it's the double broad. It's got a lot of tipping.
So basically, you have the nib going down, and then it actually has like a chisel that sort of makes an angle downwards.
Yeah.
So you can see it sort of at the very end, just really points down.
Yeah.
And then on the bottom, it's just rounded a little bit like a stub. So basically, when you're touching the tip of the to the paper, it's going to depend on your angle. The more you actually write more vertically, you're sitting on that top edge where it's flatter, and it's going to be more, not flatter, it's going to be a little bit sharper. So you're going to have more italic feel. But if you're going to have your hand go down at more of a lower angle, it's going to be more on the bottom where it's that smoother, more stub-like. So it's not going to have quite as much line variation, but it's going to be a little bit smoother.
I think it's got the same line variation, but it's just not as like hardcore. It's not as crisp on the edges.
It's not as crisp, yeah.
Yeah, so same line variation, but not as crisp on the edge.
It depends on the shape of what I'm starting with. Really,
That's probably true. So you can see on the bottom here, like it's kind of flattened off. So it is like it's like a stub if you write at a very, at a shallow angle.
So
but the further vertical you go, the sharper it becomes. The sharper, well,
yeah.
No, it doesn't really point down. So like, it's a little hard to explain, I guess. So at the PO, you're writing with the very tip of the nib all the time. All the time, yeah. So you're never writing with the ball part of the nib on a PO. Yeah. On this one, you're writing with the ball, but as you go more vertical, it becomes more
of the top.
It becomes an italic. So I don't know if we can see it here or not, but so this is the low angle. Do I have ink in here?
No.
There we go. This is the low angle. And it is stubby, so I am getting... might be running out of ink. I am getting a lot of line variation there, but as I go more high angle...
Do you want to dip it or something? I don't even know what you have. Oof.
I'm also writing in an unnatural position here, so you get the same kind of like line variation from both, but the lines that you're getting are a little bit crisper on that high angle. I murdered that. Let me write like a normal person.
Do you want me to do it?
Yeah, sure, if you want to. Let me see if I got ink in here. I have been waving it around with the cap off for a bit, so. We're doing on ink. Got some ink in there.
Give it a prime, then. Give it a little twist.
Skyggles, what are you doing under my feet? I don't know that I love it.
Is it going to be storming? That's just cloudy.
No, it's not. I mean, it's going to rain this weekend, but now it should be fine.
Oh, you do a lot more of a thing than I do. I literally just do a little turn.
Oh, I made it so it got ink up to the top.
Oh, no, I didn't even do that.
And then I sucked it back in. Yeah, now we're in business. Yeah. So it's kind of a feel thing, and it's a little bit of a crispness thing. I tend to write kind of in the middle, and I don't really go for that high angle as much. Yeah, Audrey's doing better than I was. I was writing in a weird direction, and I was kind of out of ink. Writing cursive with the SIG, it makes it... I mean, only if you change the angle, really. So otherwise, it's going to feel like a stub. Like, the change for the SIG isn't like this way. It's when you change the angle of attack, if you're thinking of like how airplanes land or something. So the higher you get, the crisper that edge gets, because it comes to a chisely point at the end.
Yeah. You can see the angles when you do X's, things like that. And it depends on, again, how the angle you do.
And also, like, depending on your paper and things like that, you'll see more or less of this, but sometimes you get kind of a ragged line when when you're using a stub or something like that. Let me see if I can see it on this. Sometimes you can see it on the WA. Just a little bit. If you look at how Waverly goes, like here in the T and some stuff like that, you see some, like, I don't know, little bits of, like, it's a little bit jaggedy feeling, like it's kind of rough. Whereas if you look at like the double broad or some of these others, it's very smooth.
Yeah.
And part of that's because of the way the Waverly is smoothed off and ground, because you're not like touching a whole surface to the paper. It's got this like weird like curvy cup shaped thing going on, I think.
Yeah.
And so when you do that with the SIGs, you see how you get like nice like hard crisp edges without any like there's no gaps in the edges, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the thing that I notice with italics and stubs and that sort of thing, is that the crispy italics will give you that hard edge on each side. So, are you drawing? Oh yeah, look at you.
So basically, here's your nib. You make that downward angle, so when you're writing, the more vertical you're writing, you're sitting more on this edge. So I guess it's hard to show the other side, but yeah, this is going to be more of a sharper. But if you actually start writing lower angle, you're sitting on this more stubby area.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. And so
I
like
don't know if that helps or not.
And like the edges are curved more on the stub area than they are
yeah.
on the crispy area.
Yeah, and I work the edges. I take the edges down, but also I round them a little bit so it's not too sharp. You're not. Sometimes with the stub, you can get this even that way. If you're smoothing the bottom and taking the sides, if you don't round that edge, you can really have, you know, a hard step there.
Yeah.
So
I get that with some of my like untipped stubs, like the Twisby stubs, like a lot of the factory 1.1s and 1.5s and stuff. Like, where did I put it? I have that problem with this Hokuro nib from Sailor.
Yeah, if anyone has any issues or any question, just let me know. I it's hard to explain, but yeah, sometimes my drawings are terrible, but that gives you a little better idea.
Not bad. So this is the 2.0 Hokuro nib, which is just a straight up untipped, flat across stub.
Like a parallel sort of thing.
Yeah, kind of. Well, it's got a nib slit. It's a nib, unlike the parallel is a whole other weird beast.
But it's a flat sort of thing.
The writing made it much clearer? Oh, nice. So I have sometimes I don't like this pen nib situation.
Do you want me to try it?
Like when I try to do a vertical line, now it's kind of working. If you're at all off, then like I have twisted it just like a tiny fraction of a degree, and I get half of a line, or I get like no line.
And that can happen with our FC music nibs as well. If you're there's 3 times, so that can happen even more so. It's helpful because it's really a wet nib, so that sort of helps fill in the gaps if you do lift it in a certain spot. But yeah, sometimes you really have to make sure you're keeping that contact of the slits, all of the slits if there are music nibs, that they're contacting the paper, because you're going to get that semi-railroading where you get half the line and not the
it's
whole
not exactly railroading, right? But it's kind of like that. You get like a partial weird line thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Because only part of the nib is on the paper. Especially when it's like flat across like that, just no ink is getting to the paper because the slit isn't quite touching, and so it can't move across the nib. And so if there could be a market for bespoke nibs, it's almost like that.
Yeah, it's almost like that's a career for some people to do.
It's almost like it's a thing people do for a living. Also, hey Tina, what's up?
Yeah.
First thing was the extra fine you got from Jim in 2018 Chicago, and it blew your mind. Nice.
Yeah.
So I have a problem with this one because I have a problem getting the whole nib flat against the paper at all times. And so it gives me. Now I think it's just out of ink. Yeah. I don't know. This 2.0. Can
I play with it for just a second? Because I'm not sure if it's...
The 2.0 is just a bad idea for me. Yeah. I shouldn't have gotten that one, but...
So the journaler nib is a completely different... It's based on one of the Estabrook nibs, that shape, so it's more...
Well, kind of. So like the journaler is essentially...
Their interpretation of that... One of the nibs.
Like the weird thing about it was that the nibs that they were sort of mimicking are actually obliques, and they're my favorite. They're my favorite Estabrook nibs. But the journaler is kind of like it's either a sharp stub or a not very aggressive italic. So it's kind of like that Pilot SU nib a little bit, except I find it better to write with. So.
I think what you need to do is lower your angle some. I think that might
You think
help
that's
you
what I
some.
need to do?
It's out of ink. I think I used a lot of it. Yeah, sorry.
Okay. That's what it's here for.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. Like it does weird things to me all the time. Like this just flooded and then there's ran out of ink. I don't know. I just don't think this is a very good thing. I don't know. I don't think it's good. I think it's in fact bad. Don't get the 2.0 is what I'm saying.
Wow.
The Fude looks like it'll be more fun, and I'm kind of willing to risk another $10 and try the Fude nib.
Well, look,
But-
I had like this one little spot. So it depends on if you're a person that knows that you do a little moving, a little rotating. It might not be for you. Yeah.
So this is a journaler nib on an Esterbrook, and you can see that it's got a lot in common with like just stubs and such. But they also take down the top a little bit.
Yeah.
So you do get sort of an italic feel to it.
Yeah.
But it's a very nice nib to write with.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty fine. Oh, this one's pretty fine. What did I
Yeah.
get? Is this not marked? Oh, it is. It's just one of the weird ones. It's a Schmidt, so it's got it in the middle. So yeah, this is the medium journaler. And it's a nice nib to write with. It's a little bit sharper than your average stub, but it's usable for me because it's not as brutal as an italic can be.
Yeah.
But it's different from a sig nib. It doesn't have the angles and the curves and that sort of thing. It's more like an italic.
But you should have both in your arsenal.
Yeah, I mean they're for different things.
Yeah.
For different things.
Mm-hmm.
Illustration is having 15% off for the holiday weekend. Nice. That's pretty good. You like the Fude, you have the nib for it too, which helps. Yeah, it comes with the Fude, right?
I think so.
Yeah, the feed. Yeah, this has got the feed on it. I got this 2.0 because only the 2.0 and the Fude. I don't think there's a 1.0. I think it's just those two.
And like a fine or something like that.
Well, there's fine and medium and stuff, but those don't have the feed.
Yeah.
So I wanted to get one with the feed. And I was like, I don't know, I can do a 2.0, and I just kind of don't like it. But I think the Fude might be better. I think for me the problem is like the untipped stub thing, where I'm not precise enough. I'm not good enough at writing to use it, I think is the deal. Oh, there's a 1.0? Okay.
PB, if just bring that nib to the triangle show and I can work at the edge.
Yeah. Audrey can fix that up for you. If you have issues with any like Frank and Christoph's, send them an email, let them know.
Or if you know you're gonna get a ground nib, and if you're a lefty or if you know you rotate, sending an email, just letting the CS person let me know. It'll be a better chance of me getting the right
angle
and
grind, all that sort of thing. Yeah.
Adjustment for you.
Enjoy the different nibs the most when it comes to fountain pens. Yeah, I really like that too. Which is why I am on the team of keep your stickers on your pilot pens. Because otherwise this portfolio that they sent me would be an absolute nightmare. Yeah. I know Brad and a lot of other Pen Addict listeners, our team always take all the stickers off. But to me, that's a wild choice if your only option, like for this pen, is black. You can have it in any color you want as long as it's black with silver trim. Yeah. So they have 15 nibs, but one look. And so you better keep that sticker on there that tells you what that nib is, or you're going to have a bad time.
Which one's your favorite? Or do you want to save it for a video?
Yeah, save it for a video.
Okay.
Watch these videos that are going to come out in a little bit, and I'll tell you what my favorite ones are.
Should I tell what my favorite is?
Sure. What's your favorite? Because you've written with all of them now.
I mean, I think it's the Waverly.
Really?
I like it.
Oh, it's the only one we have.
Yeah.
It's the only 912 that I actually own is the Waverly.
I like the Waverly.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, all of them were nice. I mean, the stub wasn't my favorite, but that's just personal preference.
It's too sharp for me.
It's just, I mean, yeah, I would just adjust it for myself. But also I did like the soft medium was nice as well.
Soft medium is a real nice nib. Yeah. I was surprised by how much I like the FA because I'm not a flex writer.
But for every day, I wouldn't want that. Just But I would like to have that in my arsenal as well. But yeah, the soft medium would be nice. And the Waverly for just everyday writing, I think would be good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Waverly is pretty unbeatable when it comes to, especially if you're thinking about like, I don't know if you're thinking about writing in weird situations. I think Waverly is a great nib to take with you. So if you're like writing standing up, or you're writing hunched over a thing,
that's
or
the other thing people don't think when testing a nib. They'll just sit there and like try and stand. Like your angle is just completely different if you're standing. So if you're getting a ground nib, sit down like you would normally 99% of the time, because you're not going to get a true feel for it because it's just completely off.
Yeah. Yeah, you write differently when you're standing or sitting.
So the
or
Waverly or
over
one of those are just perfect for that, because it doesn't matter. It's not
Mm.
going to feel weird or jagged and anything. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the great thing about the Waverly. I think that like going around town, Waverly is a great option. And it's not like the FA, where it's not like gonna be flexible or whatever, because you don't want that when you're trying to write in a weird way.
Yeah.
But the Waverly is kind of like, I don't. I'll hand my Waverly to people because like it doesn't matter if they're used to using fountain pens or not. Like it's gonna feel good. And that's kind of what you want somebody to have when they try a pen for the first time. It's like, oh, this feels great. It's like, yeah, no, that's what that nib does.
Yeah.
Looks weird, feels great.
Yeah.
So.
But yeah, sitting in a normal position, that's the way to test the nib. If you want to, if you're out and you have to jot something down, you surely can. But a lot of ground nibs are more for normal writing.
Mike asked about the 52-degree nib, and I have no idea what that even is. So I'm Googling it. Don't know.
Almost 52 degree.
Almost 52-degree nib. It's a potato quality picture.
It sure is.
That doesn't tell me anything, actually, about what that nib is.
It says it's paintbrush, though.
Is that what that says? Paint. Oh, I guess that is a B, huh? I was like, it's so bad, I can't even tell what that letter is. Flex nibs. There's a Waterman 52, but that's not a 52-degree nib. The Waterman 52 is can be a very, very flexible nib. So I don't know. Think about stock Japanese nibs. I mean, like the Waverly's not exactly a stock nib. Like you can buy it from them, but like definitely that's a nib that somebody's put their hands on. Yeah. Like that's a thing. It's like a Zoom nib. Like there's a person who did that thing.
Yeah.
You know,
you definitely have to.
Nobody just like welded a blob on there, cut a slit, smoothed it, and called it a day. Like it took some work. I'm not sure. I don't know what that is. Go to all. Maybe I can find something. What is a 52-degree nib?
Wow, it's like somebody asked as well.
Fountain Pen Network. But we'll go here anyway. Nibs advertising having this thing. Seems to be a species similar to the Zoom nibs. Interesting. More options than the Italic in terms of thickness variability. Well, that's not what a Zoom nib is at all. If you write with the Stipula Special 52 degrees nib and you lower the angle below it, the thickness of the horizontal line will be affected. Oh, well, it's vertically, it will get thinner. That seems, so Zoom kind of does that. Nagina Togi does that. The Aurora Gosha nib does that. Okay, so it might be kind of Gosha-like or kind of Zoom-ish, but I don't know. Yeah, it's not what I've ever seen.
Based on what they're saying, that's what it sounds like.
Yeah, that's what that description makes me think. Like they've got kind of a teardrop or something going on. I mean, I didn't really show this one up close. I guess we could do that one up close too. This is the Zoom. The Zoom has a lot of angles going on. So you can see that like they've taken off those bits there. Instead of just taking off the top, they did take off the top. They also take in the sides. Yeah. So you get essentially like, I don't know if I can show it directly on.
It's like a teardrop shape.
It's kind of a triangle. Like they've got like, it's almost architect-y at the end.
Rounded a little bit more though, I think.
I think it's pointy at the end. Like it's architect-y up there, isn't it?
I mean, that's how a teardrop is. I mean, it comes to a point.
Well, that's true, but yeah, all right. And they kind of flattened off the bottom. And then you got like the bottom here is just like this big fat blob that's been like.
Wow, you really describe it so nicely.
I mean, look at that hook. It's got a beak. So if you can think about how you'll be touching the paper with this nib, when you're writing with it and you're writing at this angle, you can see it's a big fat blob. It's going to be a paintbrush. But as you go more vertically, it goes into that like triangle and you get almost architect-y like characteristics. So Glad I put the cap on that.
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't have taken out the thing if I hadn't. So down here, this is my normal writing angle, which is, I don't know, pretty normal, I'd say. I don't know, 45-ish or so. But as you go more vertical, fingers will, of course, be in the way. As you go more vertical, you can see it gets way thinner. So, see, your hands are in the way too, because that's just how you have to hold it. Should have known it was an OMOS. Yeah, it looks like they do. It looks like there are a few brands that do that kind of thing. The Ocean Core is totally fun. I'm glad you're having fun with it. It's good. Oh, heard that. Ugh. Oh, that didn't sound good either.
Well, it didn't feel like anything.
Yeah, no, I just got it sound. You respect my fidelity?
So a little bit from there to there.
What's the difference? What are you doing?
Just angle.
Like, did you go flatter as you went down?
Yeah. Oh, that's you. I was like...
Oh. Yeah, I must have gotten some condensation from my bottle onto it.
So, flat and more vertical.
Put your hand on it.
Oh, it's not getting on me now.
Yeah, I got a little bit of ink on me. It's cool. Oh, that's where it was. It's right there.
Yeah.
We found the culprit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what a zoom nib does. It's an interesting nib. It's very feedbacky. It's way more feedbacky to me than the rest of the pilot nibs or sailor nibs. But it does have that kind of like weird like hook beak thing, and you get a little bit of that on the 1911.
Mm-hmm.
Not so much with the Pro Gear. Like that seems to those nibs are just ground differently.
Yeah.
But the 1911 also has a little bit of that. It's just way less drastic.
Yeah.
I don't know. I probably had you take it off of this one because I hate it. So I have her alter. Yeah, that one's got it taken off. I don't think I have a stock 1911 just sitting around here.
If that's just it, you would notice it if I did it on that one. Is the thing.
What do you mean?
Is it going to take the anodization off the top or off the lid?
Oh, off the bottom?
Yeah.
Well, that'll already be taken off. It's just the writing surface bit.
Yeah.
It's this part down here that get taken off. But I don't know. Let's see. See if we can see it. Where's my hand? There it is. Yeah, that's been smoothed off. Which is good. I mean, that's why I like this one, but it's not going to feel like a 1911 necessarily.
So yeah, if you have a pen that has just been anodized, or nib that's been anodized, if you get it ground, it's going to look different in the ground areas.
Yeah, it'll expose that stuff. Like this SIG, I think, has a little bit of it probably.
And the gold as well. If you have a gold nib that is rhodium plated, you're going to see, I mean, that's just how grinding it does. So it's not the whole way through, it's just dipped. So you're going to get some of the gold showing, or you're going to get some of the silver showing in the ones that are the dark that are anodized. Yeah. So.
Speaking of nib performance, is it normal for ink to collect at the end of the feed around the nib, not dripping, just pooling and collecting there? If you have a really wet nib or really wet ink, that can happen.
Yeah.
If it's not falling off, I wouldn't worry about it.
Yeah.
Frankly, that's usually that's fine. But if it just pools there, that's probably okay. Probably okay. It'll happen sometimes.
Should I talk about my nail polish?
Oh yeah, let's have Audrey's nail polish corner.
To go. It's 6:35 already, so
yeah, I got to figure out how I'm gonna do videos with this many nibs. I think I'm gonna break them into sections and have do one on the soft nibs and do one on the normal stuff, and then have one on specialties and that sort of thing.
You could do it that way.
I think that's probably how I'll end up doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, this has got ink on it. I can't wash off.
Oh no!
I just keep telling you so you didn't grab it or something.
I got some things from Zoya nail polish. If you don't like nail polish, sorry, but it's the only thing I have to share.
Yeah, and it's fun.
But it's an interesting little set, and I'm not sure why. Will you look it up for me? Do we see if they have them for sale, if it comes as this set? For some reason, usually they have different packaging, but they included this whole thing that they call Naked Manicure. And what that is a whole different thing. It's this set that it's sort of like gel polish. I guess it technically is. Yeah. So you can get this whole set here is $72, and they have it's $120 value. But yeah, it comes with everything. This whole traveling case that you can do your nails when you're traveling, which I don't need to do. But these right here are the actual polishes. But it's basically their gel system that you can put on the base of your nails, and then you cure it with this, which is a travel LED light.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, so let's see what this bad boy actually looks like. I'm 99% sure I already own one of these, but...
You have several LED lights now. Dad got you a couple of different kinds. And...
different like that things down in here. But yeah, it's just... ta-da. You put your hands under it. But they have a whole, like, how to do it right there. So that's what that is. So you put that on, and basically you just put nail polish on top of that clear coat that is more gel-like. And it's supposed to, unlike gel, be better for your nails instead of being...
So it's not a gel?
It is a gel, but it's their version that it's not as harsh on the nail plate.
Oh.
So sometimes gel over time, it just... the chemicals in it can be harsh on your nail bed. So, but they have all the things in there for that, including like literally like everything you need, and even these little nail clips. So if you have like gel nails or glitter nail polish, you put a cotton ball in here, put your nail over it, let it soak. It's easy to take off. So these are actually really nice. You can get them on Amazon and things as well. So they're just like, I guess call them nail clips.
Yes, what does the LED light do? I don't know much about this world of nails.
So basically it's gel polymer, which is usually made of acrylates of different types. And basically if you don't cure it with either a UV or LED, depending on the type that they made it, so you put this gel on your nail and then it's going to stay liquidy until you actually put it underneath LED or UV light for a certain amount of time, and then it sets. So it becomes like a hardened
Yeah. So like if you've ever had to if you've ever gone to the dentist and gotten fillings done.
And they put
yeah, like amalgam fillings and that sort of thing.
Composite,
they cure it. Yeah, they cure it the same way. They put that light thing in your mouth. It does the same thing to these gel nails. It makes them like they stay liquid. They don't dry out ever.
That immediately sets it, so you don't have to let it dry. That's the drying.
Yeah.
Process
You sort of put
of it.
well, I mean, not like it takes a little
minute.
Yeah,
or a
you
couple
put
minutes.
them over there for a minute or whatever, and then it's hard.
Yeah.
And it's like, and they usually last a lot longer than regular nail polish, right?
Yeah. Usually, I mean, the only thing that can happen is if somebody doesn't know how to do it, or you have to have really smooth coats to it, and you can't have any edge. So if you have your nails, and let's say it gets a little bit onto your cuticle on your nail, basically water and stuff can get in between the layer of your nail and the skin, so it can actually pull up and just pop off. So you just have to make sure it's all completely on the nail and it's not lifting anywhere, because it will just pop off, and it can last a day, less than a day if that happens. So you just have to make sure you know what you're doing is the thing. So
I took them out over here.
Yeah, I was going to say we can swatch them, but these are the actual polishes here. They all have silly names, of course, because it's Zoya. But it's a 6-piece mini set, but it looks like you can get the full-size set, too, which I sort of wish I had, because these are, I don't know, I would go through these faster if I actually did my nails more often, but these are super fun. What do you think?
Yeah, I think it's a fun collection.
This is actually showing it pretty well. They're neon, so lighting always throws everything off.
What's your favorite multi-chrome nail polish or brand?
Ooh.
So this is regular lacquer, right?
These are just regular.
So
yeah.
So
you put
top
this
coat is gel?
Yeah,
or?
you put this base coat and basically you put a clear coat of this on there, and then it lasts for a while. So if you want to change out your nail polish, if you soak in an acetone, it can come off pretty easily. But if
you don't have to do a base coat all the time.
Exactly. You just do a quick swipe. I wouldn't put a glitter on top of it, because you have to rub it and put more acetone on it for longer. So it will wear down over time, but you can change your polishes and just have that base on there that's better for your nails than other places.
Is the top coat also gel or no?
Yeah.
Oh. So it kind of like sandwiches it.
No. So what I'm saying is you put the base coat.
Yeah.
Then you put this top coat on. You cure it. And then you cure every step. But then you put a top coat on. And then it's just a shiny clear coat. And then you put nail polish on top of that.
Oh.
And you can take off the nail polish and leave the gel layer on there.
I always thought it went base coat, then colored nail polish or whatever, and then a top coat on top of that.
You can, but this whole system is, the point is you're having their proprietary serum stuff that's actually touching the nail.
Oh, that's fun.
And then, so that's
maybe I should do that on mine, get like a shiny buff.
You can get a shiny buff, yeah.
That'd be fun.
So yeah, this is what they're saying. You can do it that way, where it's the gel and the gel top coat on top of it. But this is just, they're saying you leave that on there, take it off easily, it's good to go. Denise
wanted to tell us that her license plate tag is SG Goat because Steffi Graf is the goat.
I love that. That's hilarious.
Hate to break in on that story with that, but I decided that needed to be told. You want to tell people what your favorite multi-chrome nail polish or brand is?
They do, well, it depends on what you think of multi-chrome, but I really like Polished for Days. They have just really fun nail polishes that I use all the time and I enjoy them. Mm-hmm. Also, Nailed It, NAILEDIT Hawaii. But they do pre-orders, so I don't think they have anything on their site right now because they just finished a pre-order. And they usually have it at least once a month where they have a week that they're open and you can pre-order things so they don't make too much of it. But yeah, Polished for Days, alloneword.com, I'm pretty sure is their website. I don't know exactly how long you can leave that on. Let me see if it says here. The website might actually say there.
You know, like a set of gel nails can last like weeks, right? So it's got to be a while. Instructions.
It doesn't actually say how long that's supposed to last.
No, it doesn't.
But they say gel, generally they say up to 2 weeks. This, I'm not sure. The more often you change your nail polish on top of it is going to make it last a little less time because you are adding something that degrade it a little bit. Yeah. This is an interesting color for this one.
Yeah.
Like that's the outlier for this set.
Yeah, it is.
What do you think?
I think it's a fun set of nail polishes. I like them.
Which one's your favorite?
I like that one kind of in the middle. I like this one.
Yeah.
It's a cool color. It's exciting. It's like it's gonna stand out on nails, but it's not gonna look too wild. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Like that green. I think you got to be very particular if you're gonna wear that green.
I like the green.
I think it looks cool.
It's very limey. I like that.
I think some people are not gonna want to wear that. Like they're gonna be like, I can't go to work with that or something. You know.
So yeah, of course, yeah.
Whereas I think that like that corally pinkish color there, I think is pretty cool.
That purple is going to be the biggest bear to photograph on my nails. I just know right now. It's showing pretty accurate here. But once you put it on your skin, it's just going to... It just throws the color balance all off.
Well, I think it's darker in person. It's showing up more lilac on the camera.
So for names, I guess I should have... The purple is Soraya.
How do you spell it? I'll just write it on here.
Soraya. And then the green, Avani, which, okay.
Pink.
This one, the more bubblegum pink, is Johanna.
With a Y.
Yeah.
Yohanna.
Next pink is Lonnie.
Okay.
Like Lonnie Anderson, that's what I think of.
Mm-hmm. Blue. Pluto. Like the dog.
Like the dog.
Okay.
And
Allura.
That's how you have to say it.
There you go. Bam.
But anyway, if you're ever interested
I thought the green said minivan.
That would be great.
Yeah, that'd be pretty funny. Yeah.
Yes, you should definitely do these colors with the shirt you have. The bright ones. Not
Oh, the taco cat? Oh. The green and like the pink one I have?
Or any of those.
The flower ones?
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Coral and blue favorite, yeah. They would look good on short nails. I really do like, and pedicure. These are some great pedicure colors. If you want to, so it's going to show up really well.
Because they're real bright.
Yeah. Yeah. The Carolina blue, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, what I thought about getting 2 weeks ago. Oh, probably the one with the paint stripes.
Yeah.
That's sold out. I can't get it now. I waited too long, and I just noticed that it was gone. Let me make sure that's true. But yeah, I thought about it. This one right here, yeah, it's gone. No dice. Sorry, I can't get that one. But that would be dope.
Yeah.
Yep. Nope, can't get it. Sold out. Well, it says add to cart. Oh.
Depends on
the extra large is gone.
Yeah. Ooh.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Not that one.
Not that one.
Pass.
Well, anyway, you can get the colors individually. I would recommend always waiting for a sale for Zoya. They probably don't want me to say this. I'm not affiliated with them. They just gave it to me for free. Wait for a sale. They have great sales. I usually post them on places, like Slack and things. If I find them, they sometimes have up to 50% off per color and free shipping. So definitely just hold off for it. I mean, they might even have one for Memorial Day. I'm not sure. I haven't seen it yet, but
They have sillier names than inks have. So the thing is, I think Zoya names are pretty normal. If they're usually just people's names most of the time.
Yeah. They've gotten, as they've gotten so many more nail polishes, they always keep their collections forever. So they just have to keep coming up with new names.
I think the best, mainstream nail polish names are OPI.
Oh, you love OPI, yeah.
Because they're all puns. Well, not all of them. A lot of them are puns, and that makes me happy.
Yeah.
A lot of the indie ones will have awesome names as well. They'll be pop culture references or puns.
Okay. Yeah.
But as far as mainstream stuff that you just buy at Sally or whatever, OPI has the best names.
Yeah. You should look up Polish for Days, so put a link in there. Because I don't know if we...
I don't care browsing now. Is it POL or is it
Yes.
Polish?
No. That's a different brand. There is also Polish, which is a nice brand. PAHLISH. Polished.
ED.
Yeah.
Polished. Polish for Days just isn't even a site.
No.
Which is interesting. This is Audrey's favorite, or one of them.
Yeah.
There you go.
But see, just look at those. I mean, look at that orange.
Mm-hmm. It's pretty banging. Yeah. It's fun stuff.
Look at that. Look at that.
Yeah, they make cool looking nail polish. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Yep. I was Bee's Knees, which is gone unfortunately. That was
that's hard to
that was
find.
great. But yeah, there's all kinds of good indie nail polish brands out there that are maybe a person just making cool nail polish, doing stuff the big ones won't do. Big nail polish.
Expensive, and they don't want to. Indie people will be like, I'm not going to make as much money, but it's cool, so I'm going to still do it.
Yeah.
Whereas OPI is no, let's just do different creams that are one shade off. That
Well, also if I'm a giant company like that, I've got to make a vat of that nail polish, and I've got to sell that vat.
Yeah.
If I'm Polished for Days, I can make a couple hundred of them and reliably get rid of them all. Yeah. So they got the passion, facts, but they've also got small scale, which I think really helps. Smaller, they don't have to make their.
Oh my gosh!
Hey, what was this?
You. Oh my gosh!
Wow, Blue! Thank you so much for the super chat. Super chat's been bumping today. Thank you so much. Who all did it? We got Blue giving us $20 super chat here. Thank you very much. And we got Rich throwing some money in the pot. We started out with Gage. Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Who got hit by a bike today and still threw a super chat out there.
They deserve it more than
Amazing.
us. Man.
Thank you very much. Have a treat this holiday weekend. We will.
We definitely
will.
I might even want a milkshake this weekend.
What? Yeah. Yeah, we don't have big plans for the weekend, really. Just normal weekend stuff, likely. I might go play some board games on Monday with some friends, because, long board game.
Yeah. Oh,
Derek's thinking he might, roast a pork shoulder or something.
Noodles nail polish, I swatch for them as well. I don't make money, but I guess I'm sort of associated that I swatch all of their things. So you'll be able to see some of my swatches on their website. But if you like glitter, so they don't do multi-chrome as much, but if you like glitter, listen, this is where you get all of it. So
yeah,
that's another place that you can go if you're feeling.
I didn't send it. There we go.
Oh, that always
I hit
happens.
enter.
It's hard to see.
It doesn't always happen,
Yeah.
which is weird.
Yeah,
but
when you actually press it, you actually have to press send.
Yeah, Noodles has good stuff. They have fun nail polishes.
Yeah.
I like these kind of things. It's just like,
A topper.
Yeah, just like a topper. And you can put it on whatever. Like, this looks really cool. Not a topper, but I think it looks neat.
Those are my nails.
Yeah, I was like, those are your nails.
Yeah.
That's our
Not
very
these
own.
right there, but on the bottom of mine are more.
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Looks like you.
See, I like to toot my own horn. That mine's greener, and
This is, Yeah, definitely. You can tell the difference between these two, and this is more true. So, yep. There's some Audrey nails right there.
That's this right here.
My very own hand model in the house.
Oh, yes, exactly. Yep. That's a fun one. Magically delicious.
Mm-hmm.
Man, you know what's magically delicious? Pizza.
It is. We're going to have some pizza.
Just going to throw that out there as a nice aside.
Thanks very much for joining us today. We all had a good time here. I can see I dripped some ink down the side of my book here. That's fun.
Thank you for sticking around for my nail polish. I know people aren't.
Yeah, well, thanks for sticking
interested
around.
in it as much for everybody.
We didn't lose that many viewers.
Everyone likes color here. That's the thing. If you like ink, you can understand people liking nail polish. That's what it seems to me, at least.
Yeah, that seems right. Yeah. Turn this down. It's a little bit hot.
It is hot in here.
That's only 82-ish. Give or take. Thanks very much for joining us today. Hopefully those of you who needed some spirits lifted had some spirits lifted, had a good afternoon. People who need to decompress in the week, hopefully you got to decompress in the week a little bit. Yeah. See some interesting nibs and stuff. Stay tuned to the channel for more interesting pilot nib stuff.
Pilot nib things.
I will be doing some videos on those. Go check out my narwhal reviews if you feel like it. I have got a bunch of other ink reviews in the chamber. I'm really been ramping up.
He has been working so hard. Every day he's like, I did 4 more reviews today. I'm like, wow. And the next day he's like, I did 3 more. I'm like, wow, that's a lot,
She's like, why don't you just like not? I'm like, well, I got to do that. So, never got to see a chance to see her play when you're going, stuff you got off. Thanks for the stream. Yeah, you're very welcome, Jay Lady. Thanks for stopping by.
Maybe this week you'll actually get us saying goodbye instead of immediately signing off and cutting everything off.
Look, I did stop the stream a little too early last time. I hit the wrong stop button. That's the way it goes. But thanks for
funny.
Yeah, thanks very much for hanging out with us. It's always fun to hang out on a Friday. It gives us an excuse to get presentable. Or me, at least. Audrey's always looking presentable. Camera ready.
No, I'm never camera ready.
So, until next time, think about what you put out in the world and make it a better place.
Have a good long weekend.
Yeah.
And share your water bus.
Barahe.
We didn't plan that.
Did I stop the stream? Yeah.